Welcome to the geometry video for skill number 49. I can identify similar polygons and use properties of similar polygons to solve problems. We'll begin our notes on page 49A, titled Similar Polygons. So similar polygons are two polygons that have the following properties. The corresponding angles are congruent and the corresponding sides are proportional. Generally, what this means is the two shapes are either identical or a magnification of one another. So we have two polygons here. They look like trapezoids, and one of them is a larger trapezoid. The corresponding angles, A and E, are congruent. B and F are congruent. C and G are congruent. And D and H are congruent. So all of the corresponding angles are congruent, and then we need to find out if the corresponding sides are proportional. So what we can do is we can say 6 to 12 should be equal to 5 to 10, which should be equal to 4 to 8, and you have to do it for all sides. So we also need the 5.4 to 10.8. In this case, all four of these ratios are equal to 1/2, or 1 to 2. So the similarity ratio is 1 to 2. And you can write that any of a number of ways, 1:2, or 1/2, or 1/2. Basically, what it's saying is it takes, well, this is twice as big as this one. So these two are corresponding. It should be noted that they don't have to be facing in the same direction. If we rotated our larger quadrilateral so that it looked like this, that would still work. We just need to make sure that the same similarities exist. This angle is congruent, this angle, right angle, 8, 12, 10, and 10.8. So they're similar, but one is rotated, and that's something you have to keep an eye out for. Continuing our notes on to page 49B, I've provided two fairly concise examples of this section. Example 1, identify the pairs of congruent angles and corresponding sides given that triangle NPM is similar to triangle QRT. And there's a new symbol for us, similar. So it's just like the squiggle on top of the congruency mark, or one of the squiggles of approximately equals to. So the similarity occurs with triangle NPM and triangle QRT. NPM, we'll make it a right triangle, is similar to triangle QRT. So the angles that are corresponding will be congruent. So we can say that angle N and angle Q are similar. Angle N and angle Q are similar. We can also say that P is similar to R. And we can say M is similar to T, or more concisely, M is congruent to T, P is congruent to R, and N is congruent to Q. The corresponding sides would be NP corresponds with QR, so that ratio of NP to QR, or NP to QR, should be the same as the ratio of PM to RT, which should be the same as the ratio NM to QT. So if we were to say that NP had a distance or length of 7 and QR had a length of 21, then we're saying that the similarity ratio between these two triangles is 1 to 3, because 7 to 21 is equal to 1 to 3. So we could take it a step further. If this side was 10, then we would know that this side was 30. And we could use Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the hypotenuse. The second example shows up on the skill test as well. Similarly, the ratio of a model airplane is 1 to 25. If the length of the model is 19 inches, what is the length of the plane in feet? So we have this similarity ratio of 1 to 25, which means basically 1 inch on the model is equal to 25 inches on the plane. So the length of the model is 19 inches. Typo, there should be 19 inches right there. 19 to x. So 1 inch to 25 inches is 19 inches to x inches. And we can use our cross products property to say 1 times x is equal to 25 times 19. 1 times x is 25 times 19. So x is 475 inches. And we can do a unit conversion on the 475 inches quite simply by multiplying 475 inches by 1 foot per 12 inches. Our inches unit cancels, and we get 475 divided by 12 is 39.58 feet. The extra ambitious student could then convert that into 39 feet and 7 inches. For this skill test, there are a few keywords and ideas to keep in mind. We should be able to identify similarity. That means the corresponding angles are congruent and the corresponding sides are proportional. We should be able to find the similarity ratio and use that similarity ratio to solve problems. The way it shows up on the skill test is I might say, draw two pentagons that have a similarity ratio of 1 to 2, in which case you'd say, here's a pentagon. We'll make it a regular pentagon. So my regular pentagon is similar to my other regular pentagon. But it needs to have a similarity ratio of 1 to 2. So this is 6, this is 12, this is 6, this is 12, this is 6, this is 12. So that has a similarity ratio of 1 to 2. All right, that concludes the lesson for skill number 49.